What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Jay Fry, and today we're outside in my small backyard garden where we're going to be harvesting some beets. I'm going to show you guys where I planted them at, talk about some of the ways I use them, and we'll go from there. Alright, so I have these beets planted here on the end of my raised bed. They're in the same bed as the carrots, and on the other end I had some onions that I've already harvested. So now it's time to harvest the beets. So this is my first time planting beets, and I noticed when I planted the seeds, they actually grew out in like little clusters. So the seeds have like, I guess, 3 seeds in them. So once I planted them, they grew up, but I didn't thin them out. I just let them grow. And if you come in and take a look, you'll see some of the results of not thinning them out. They kind of grow in close together, which is fine. And yes, we have been already harvesting some, and they didn't, they did all right. I feel like if I would have went ahead and thinned them out, I probably would have got a better deal out of them. But we're about to go ahead and harvest them and see what we got. Now, some of the uses for beets for us is at the beginning, we did like to use the leaves to use as a salad, use in our salad, because the leaves on the beets are real watery and they're good. And of course, beets themselves have a real nutritional value. So I will plant these out a little bit better next time. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and harvest and see what we got going on. So this is gonna be real quick. Come on in and let's see what we got. Now, I don't know if this is disappointing or not, but if I have a bunch of these, I imagine they'll equal up to something. So we just go see what we do. Okay, it seems like the lawnmower ended up being right on the other side of the fence, and it had the sound going all crazy. But while I harvest these beets, I will tell you, once I was done, I cut the stems down. I left probably like a 1/2 inch to 1 inch of the stem on top. And I didn't cut the bottom of it, but I went ahead and washed them off, wrapped them up in paper towel, and I put them in a Ziploc bag, and then I stored them in the refrigerator. So the shelf life of them should be about 6 months, but for this amount that we have right here, it won't last 6 months. And I'm actually happy about this harvest. Even though we have a bunch of small ones, a couple of nice sized ones in there, they will all get used. And so what we've been using them for is just making beet juice so far. So yeah, that's not too bad. I'm happy about that. Can't wait to get them into the house at this point, because it is getting a little warm outside. And there's a nice size one I just showed you right there. All right, so we go ahead and take a look at this set that I'm about to show you. We'll take a closer look. It's like 3 or 4 of them that's clustered together. And what I was telling you earlier, when you plant the seeds, you should thin them out, or they're going to grow like that. And I believe the reason why some of them did not grow in clusters is because when I was watering, we had a bunch of rain, and I think it moved them around, and some of them didn't make it. But we still had a whole bunch of them for this small little area. So there is another nice sized beet that we was able to get out of the harvest. And what we did was we went inside after I finished up. We actually took a couple other small ones, washed them up and peeled them, chopped them up, and I let everybody taste them. And everybody was pretty surprised on the taste of the beet. It is kind of an earthy flavor, but it wasn't as bad as they expected. So that's a good thing. I will sow more beet seeds. I'll just do it in another area in the guard bed, maybe another bed somewhere. See if I can get a second harvest out of it. Because since we've been using them for juicing, man, it seems like everybody likes it. And then plus, beets are considered what they call a a superfood. So, you know, that's a win-win. And I will be growing these more often. But that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with your boy. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. I'll let your boy.